Which of the following options shows the prime numbers? So we have 4 options here, A, B, C and D. And before we actually plunge into what's the answer, let us look at some of the properties of what's a prime number. So there are some important notes that I need to let you know. What's a prime number? Prime numbers are whole numbers that cannot be divided by any other number other than 1 and itself. So you can't take a prime number and show me that, look, this can be divided by this particular number exactly, then it cannot be a prime number. But of course, if we go by that definition, 1 as well as 0 also qualifies by the definition that 1 cannot be divided by any other number itself. So therefore, you must remember to include 1. So 1 is not considered a prime number, even though it cannot be divided by any other number. And also the same goes for 0. There is another point. So of course, if you go by this, can any even numbers be a prime number? Of course, you know that most of the even numbers are divisible by 2. So the only prime number that is even is going to be number 2. So the only even prime number in the entire list of all the prime numbers is going to be a 2. No other even numbers can be a prime number. The simple reason is every other even number is, of course, can be divided by 2. So therefore, no even numbers can be a prime number except the number 2. Now there are some common mistakes that majority of the students make. The first one is that students tend to think 9 is a prime number because they actually want to start writing down the prime numbers, and they go 2, 3, 5, 7, and of course if you go with that flow, we are so conditioned to stating the odd numbers. So students will tend to think after 7 is going to be a 9, and they will say 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, and but of course you must remember that 9 is not a prime number because 9 can be divided by 3. So 9 is not a prime number. 9 is not a prime number. So therefore, in the list of all the numbers that you have, is only option B is the correct option, because it says 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and of course the list can go on and on. That's what we mean by ... because 17 is a next prime number, and then you have a 19, and so on and so forth. So the list can keep going on and on. Even 101 is a prime number.